October 2014 marked the 8th anniversary of our move into this facility that was built and funded by Hamilton County. The facility was designed to meet Hamilton County's animal control needs, and it has served that purpose well these last few years. During this time, our organization has focused on building a new foundation of adoption programs, corporate partnerships, and fundraising initiatives to help us achieve our mission of saving lives, educating the community, and completing families. We have worked tirelessly to stay true to our life-saving philosophy of not euthanizing animals based on age, breed, disability, special medical needs, time, or space. Ours is the only shelter in Hamilton County serving our community as both the Animal Control Facility and Humane Society. We are an open admission facility, which means we accept stray and unwanted animals from Hamilton County residents and animal control 365 days a year, regardless of how full we are or how depleted our resources may be. An alarming increase in the number of surrendered pets, especially seniors, and a steady stream of stray and abandoned animals makes finding space for them all a daily struggle. Our growth over the last 8 years and no-kill efforts have driven us to a point where we simply need more room and a different building design to achieve necessary cost-saving efficiencies, better disease control, and offer an improved quality of life for our animals as they wait for a home. To help you better understand our daily challenges and opportunities for improvement, let's take a quick tour. The Sally Port is the first point of entry into the building for all new dogs and cats. There is 24-hour access to this area for animal control. The first challenge with this area is that this design called for both dogs and cats to be contained in this one area upon arrival. As you can see, there is no space to add cat cages, nor is it in the best interest of a cat's emotional well-being to be housed directly across from barking dogs. Which brings us to our next challenge. Without an intake area for cats, we had to convert this storage room into our cat arrival area. Unfortunately, the ventilation in this room is not designed for housing animals, so we have issues with disease control from the moment a cat arrives. Additionally, there isn't enough space here to house the volume of cats we receive each week, so we are forced to place cages in our back hallway. These cats are especially stressed in this high human and canine traffic area, and they are ripe for illness. As a facility that accepts all animals from Hamilton County's residents and animal control, we receive many animals who are very sick or seriously injured upon arrival. Our isolation area is designed to house 20 sick cats and 6 sick dogs comfortably. Unfortunately, we average closer to 35 sick cats and sometimes up to 20 or more sick dogs at a time. So as you'll see in a moment, we're forced to place sick animals in other areas of the building that are shared with healthy animals and manage the spread of disease to the best of our ability. One of the best opportunities for better disease control is to have a quarantine area where new arrivals would stay until they are cleared of any contagious illnesses and then placed into the general population. Stray cats and dogs must be held for 7 days per the Hamilton County Ordinance. This is the holding area for cats. It is the only area to house cats who are not yet available for adoption, so we must also house pregnant or nursing mothers and cats who are frightened and going through socialization in here. Our challenges with this space are that it is not large enough to house the volume of cats we receive, and it is a very stressful area to house the frightened or nursing mothers that you see here in these cages covered by blankets. Because we had to convert one storage room into a cat intake area, this is the only other storage room in the facility. With all of the supplies, donations, and marketing event items that we have, this just isn't enough space to store everything. In fact, we pay for 2 off-site storage units to store our remaining supplies. There is one customer service area that comfortably fits 2 employees. This means those 2 employees have the difficult task of jumping between happy adoptions and difficult adoption denials to dealing with the public who are surrendering their animals or picking up lost pets, to answering visitors' questions and phone calls. It is very difficult on our customer service team to offer a smile to our adopters and visitors when their heart is aching from the owner-surrendered pet they just processed. There is no private area to handle sensitive situations, which makes offering the customer service experience we would like to provide very difficult. And because all customer service issues, adoptions, returned animals, and owner surrenders are processed at this one desk, the lobby becomes very congested and a long wait for assistance results. We are always full, so we must use the lobby for overflow. As you can see, there is no floor or wall space to feature merchandise, which could be a significant revenue opportunity for us. We have one visitation room for cats and 2 for dogs. This makes for a very long wait for potential adopters, and it is not uncommon for people to leave as a result. Every customer who leaves before we can show them an animal is a missed opportunity for a home. And because we have no area for injured animals, like those that have been hit by a car, to recover, it's very common for one of the visiting rooms or an office to be used for that purpose. The volume of cats you see speaks for itself. We are always full. We depend on more animals getting adopted or fostered than arrive each day, but that usually isn't the case. We use every bit of floor space we have in our effort to make room for everyone. Stress from overcrowding results in more illness, and the current design for both our catteries and kennel places animals facing each other, which is extremely stressful and allows a sick animal to sneeze or cough directly on another animal. The open fronts to each cage mean visitors often place their fingers in the cages to pet the cats, which spreads illness quickly. More ideal than these 2x2 cages and crates would be a larger community cat room that allows the cats to socialize and roam freely, to perch on cat trees and enjoy the sunlight. And speaking of sunlight, anyone who has ever had a cat knows they thrive on sunlight and warmth. There are no windows in the animal areas of our building. Our dream is to see our cats enjoying the sun on their faces and the improvement in their overall health that will result. As with the catteries, the kennels are set up so the dogs are facing each other. The style of our kennels allows for stressful interaction between neighboring dogs. There is no separate area for puppies, small dogs, or frightened dogs, so they are all intermixed in the same kennel. Because we don't have indoor-outdoor kennels, our staff must take every dog outside to a pen while their kennels are cleaned each morning. That process can be dangerous and is time-consuming. Indoor-outdoor kennels would not only make that process more efficient and reduce our labor expense, but it would improve the quality of life for our dogs beyond measure. Lastly, there is no noise control in the kennel. The echoes of barking dogs are often unbearable for our visitors and employees who must spend hours in there cleaning and caring for the dogs. Earplugs help, but they create a safety issue should an employee call out for help. We have customers who walk into the kennel and then immediately walk out because the noise is overwhelming. Another lost adoption opportunity. Now, imagine how loud it is for the dogs who live in that environment 24/7. That constant noise and stress breaks down their immune systems and ability to ever be at rest. Remember our isolation area that had only 6 kennels for sick dogs? Well, this is also the overflow area for sick dogs with nothing preventing the spread of disease but sheets that cover their kennels. Not only is this a poor solution for disease control, but it is also a quality of life issue for the dog who is already depressed and now sitting in a dark kennel for 2 weeks. We are so fortunate to have dedicated volunteers who come every single day to walk our dogs. That walk means the world to the dog's overall well-being. Currently, the only area we have to walk dogs is a short path around our building that goes from here, past the back of the building, this small space, and then the parking lot. There is no park or grassy area where the dogs can exercise or play. We have made do with the limited walking area, but we would ideally have a place for grass under their feet and more space for separation between dog walkers. This is our conference room. It is the only meeting area in our building. Our staff meetings and volunteer orientations, which include 20 to 30 people, will not fit in this room. This makes employee training and orientations extremely difficult and less efficient than they could be. We do a lot of work with the Girl and Boy Scouts, who often come here for tours and education. Without any place to house the groups of 15 or more children, we have to talk with them in our lobby or outside. Even with all of these daily challenges, our remarkable staff, board, and volunteers have made the Humane Society for Hamilton County one of the only no-kill open admission facilities in the country.